Hi, I'm Pamela Lambert-Barnes, your host for Arts Now. Today we're in Coquitlam at the Evergreen Cultural Centre, and we're about to go see an exhibition called Sewn Stories by Julie McIntyre. Julie is a printmaker and, in this exhibition, is combining innovative and traditional quilting techniques. Let's go in and have a look.
Watch me going? Yes, I'm
Julie created nearly 50 impressive and intricate works of art for this exhibition. All are made entirely of paper, ink, and thread. The exhibition features two bodies of work and are categorized into the bedtime stories and travel stories. In the bedtime series, there are nursery rhymes and wearable art pieces inspired by fables, myths, and legends. These aprons are part of the travel series and are from Julie's grandmother's travel box of photographs. Julie was born in 1963 in Toronto, Ontario. She has an extensive printmaking background that dates back to 1991 and is associated with the Malaspina Printmaker Society on Granville Island in Vancouver. Each work is sewn from multicolored woodcut and lithograph prints. Julie also uses various types of decorative papers made of rag, rice, mulberry, and hemp. Julie summarizes the Sewn Stories exhibition as a celebration of elegance, strength of fine papers, grand stories, and motherhood. So Julie, we're looking at three beautiful pieces of costume wearable art. What was the inspiration, or what fed the imagination to create these?
Well, the first one was Port Moody had a Wearable Art Awards call for pieces, and I'm always looking for deadlines for my artwork because it's a way of keeping it a priority. Otherwise, you get bogged down in your jobs and your family and all the other tasks that kind of go hand in hand. So I was thinking of doing this Hans Christian Andersen story, and I thought, oh, I could turn it into a wearable art piece and thereby kill two birds with one stone.
So Julie, your grandmother influenced this body of work, and how is that for you?
Well, she inspired this entire series, Travel Stories, because I inherited a box of her travel photographs. It was the only thing I asked for when they were moving her into into a nursing home, and it was a memory I had of being about 9 years old in a very straight back, very uncomfortable chair, sitting and watching her go through her slides from her latest adventures. And something must have clicked because I knew that they were quite wonderful and better than an average collection. And so when I did get them and I was able to sort through them, I found them absolutely superb. Compositionally, I never cropped a thing. All I did was try to preserve the photographs she did and handprint them myself onto Kozo paper. So
Julie, I really wanted to talk to you about the value of works of art. That's my big drive. I love to show works and communicate to people that they can buy it and take it home. So, like for example, something like this, how many hours does it take you to create it?
Well, it was about 4 months.
4 months, okay.
4 months of work for each of the quilts, and a little less for the nursery rhymes.
And so in terms of value then, what would you price this piece at?
Well, I actually have every large piece priced at $2,500.
Okay, $2,500.
Yeah.
So Ellen, thanks very much for having me at the Evergreen Cultural Centre and interviewing one of your artists here. So why did you choose this body of work to show the gallery?
Well, I first met Julie through her exhibition proposal. So we have an open call process, and she had submitted a proposal for showing an exhibition at the Evergreen Cultural Centre. And it was an interesting proposal, and I went and met with her at her studio, and that's where it all began.
Yeah.
At that point, she was just working on the bedtime stories.
Right.
She mostly showed me retrospective of work that she's created over the years, some of her earlier work in printmaking, which was very different from what we see in this exhibition. And I could just see that the potential and the talent, and that she had a lot to offer to our program. So we made an agreement for her to do an exhibition. That was over 2 years ago. And Julie started the apron program either At that first meeting, she told me, I think, about the ideas that she had to do the project, and I encouraged her to pursue that as the work that she would show at Evergreen Cultural Centre.
Yeah, I used to work quite heavily with my artists as well, and once I saw what was going on in their studio and directed them to capitalize on that idea, knowing that that would be of interest to the public, and in my case in sales, and in your case in generating traffic through the gallery. I forgot to mention, this is Ellen Van Eisenbergen, the Visual Arts Program Manager for the Evergreen Cultural Centre in Coquitlam. Always important to mention the status of my interviewing at the level. So do you have a favorite piece in here?
I can't say I have a favorite piece. I really like the Apron series, and I'm glad that Julie produced it. And that was what you said before about encouraging artists.
Yeah.
I think that is one of the things that is a real bonus in having the privilege to curate an exhibition space like this, is that because we work in advance, when we meet an artist like Julie McIntyre, whose potential is so obvious, it is an opportunity to encourage them to create a new body of work. And that's always a big hurdle for artists, to be thinking ahead and planning and have the enthusiasm to work on a project for several years. They need to know, it's helpful to know that there's going to be an end result and a place to show that work.
But interestingly enough, the show's going on, and Julie still brought in one more piece.
Yes,
so
today.
This is still a work in progress. There's more to obviously be revealed. We did ask Julie earlier what she was doing, and I think she's exhausted now. She's not going to do any more work.
That's right. Usually I ask an artist, the day that we install a show, I say, so what's next? Because this one is now in the gallery, and you need a plan to move forward. Keep the momentum. That's the hardest thing about being in the arts, I think, whether it's performing arts, visual arts, the music, literary arts, is always like the momentum to move forward on the next project, often before you've really launched the last one. So,
well, the Evergreen Cultural Centre is celebrating its 11th year now, and perhaps we'll have an opportunity to showcase Julie's work down the road as she continues to develop. And it's an exciting change for Evergreen. They normally showcase paintings and sculpture, but this is generally, I would think, a very unique body of work for the Evergreen Cultural Centre to showcase.
It is unique in that it is printmaking, which we often show. We featured quite a few shows on printmaking, but the methods that she's used to deploy her printmaking is certainly very unique.
Yeah. Well, thanks again, Ellen, for having me in. We really enjoyed our time. Stay tuned. Thanks.